Hello everyone, Austin Powers here again for the 58-minute video. It's not going to be 58 minutes, but everything's opposite, of course, for Bad Boys. And I'm going to explain the traits of Bad Boys. And Austin Powers, of course, is my YouTube channel because I'm a bad boy like Austin Powers. And I had to take a shower and get cleaned up to make this video so I feel more confident. But anyways, because everything's opposite with a bad boy, in order for me to develop my confidence, I have to be unconfident. But anyways, I have to learn to be more confident in certain ways. But that's because I invented the TV probably, and like did some shit with the TV and shit, and then all kinds of shit. I don't want to get into the... I guess I'll get into it. Basically, like, in order for the TV, because everything's opposite, I didn't want to get into it, now I want to get into it. But anyways, when the TV was made, I guess my brother's at school now or something. I got a text message, and I scrolled through it. You didn't see it because it's on my phone, not on the video recording. But, anyways, for the TV to be made, the soul had to be sold, and I don't really have a soul, because of course I haven't got angel blood, whatever the fuck. A lot of people don't believe in that. They don't believe in God because it's illogical, like I was telling my mom. And they haven't ever seen God. It's not illogical, but it's illogical at the same time because no one knows about God. They don't know his existence. All they know is the Bible. Some people may have seen God, like Jesus Christ and shit, but they haven't really seen God. Like, they haven't seen the true God, I don't think. They don't really know him. But anyways, I gotta work. I gotta work on not saying anyways, even though I don't, because I'm just saying that because they have free will. That's another thing that people try to stray away from, is they tell people that they don't have free will, when you have free will at all times, and you have the ability to make your own decisions if you're born legitimate and all that. Anytime you say you don't have free will, people use that against you, and they say they put you in a fuck zone, like a stupid zone. But anyways, this is a video talking directly about bad boy traits, and bad boys, they're more feminine, obviously, like the feminine quality. Also, men and women, like I said in one of my videos, they've been swapped. So men were once women. I mean, actually they weren't once women, but they men have long hair, this bad boy trait, and the short hair is also a bad boy trait. It could be either or. Because the feminine quality, like the dick was supposed to be on the female when in the beginning of time, but now it's part of a man characteristic that men have dicks. But not everybody believes that. I don't even know if that's true, but that's nothing to do with bad boys either. But a bad boy in this day and time has short hair. They have nipples. Obviously, they're sexual. They're sexual to the point where they exude, and they don't have confidence. Obviously, like I've said, they're sexual, but they don't objectify girls. Like, that's how sexual they are. Like, they just see girls and they think that they're hot, like all of them, and they don't like lust after them. But they do get picky, just like any human. But also, humans don't get picky. It's just angels and shit. But anyways, not everyone's gonna believe in what I'm saying. They're gonna call me schizophrenic and shit. And that's what I wanted to touch on about this medicine pandemic, is like people just keep prescribing people medication, especially me mainly. I've been diagnosed with ADHD, autism, all these disorders, and I don't even have any of that. Like, I don't even have ADHD. I don't run around everywhere. I don't like have learning difficulties and shit. I never really put my effort into schoolwork. Because I'm kind of a narcissist in that way, but also I'm not a narcissist. Like, I have the ability to be nice to people, be kind, think of other people, but I'm self-absorbed, and that's a bad boy trait, obviously, even though it isn't, because self-absorbed it's complicated. But anyways, everything's opposite with a bad boy. Like things that they say, like they don't need sleep. Like, I didn't even sleep at all last night. I played some GTA, watched some YouTube, and then the night was over. It was like 6 or 7 a.m. and I went to breakfast with my dad. Basically, a bad boy is a man that is not fully developed, they call it, but it's actually also fully developed. Like, they're more developed and they carry better genetics, is what they say. That's why girls like them, because they're funny and they're unpredictable and they know how to be a leader. They're not like the rest of the crowd. Like, they don't follow everyone else. That's just a bad boy characteristic. Like, women are supposed to be attracted to bad boys, but they can also fall for the nice guy. But it's subjective what you mean by the bad boy or nice guy. Like, if you mean nice guy as in a manly man, then they might like that, or they might like a feminine man, like a bad boy. That's why they call them bad boys, because they're not masculine. They're not the nice guy. It gets a negative connotation a lot because they're bad. It comes with the name. They call them the bad boy. And they rebel, and they lead, and they do what they want, and they go get what they want. They lead a life of their own. What they want, what they desire, they go get. They don't let other people control them or take them work places that they don't want to go. Basically, a bad boy can have negative characteristics, and that's what I'm going to talk about. They're not negative. They're just negative to people that don't understand. Because if you're going to do bad things, obviously that's negative. Like, if you're going to kill people and shit. But that's another topic. Like, in my opinion, killing isn't always bad, but it depends on why you're doing it. And, like, there's reasons why you can't kill people in certain situations, obviously. But that's something that people don't even follow these days. They don't follow the rules of society. Like, they're medicating me, they're telling me how I'm schizophrenic, especially for making videos about talking about killing and shit. Which I would never kill anyone, but if I like, I'm a bad boy, I would say I'm not gonna follow the crowd. So, like I said in my one other video about the minigun ID chip, the bodyguard, I'm gonna have to do that to get out of my family house. And I'm gonna have to rebel today, since I'm off today, and today's a lovely day, very lovely day, and I got the whole weekend off. I might be able to leave, and then if mom and dad wonder where I am, my mom's still in bed right now, and everyone else is in bed except for my brother. He's at school. My dad's working. But I'm gonna have to lead my own life now that I'm 24, turning 25, and get a girlfriend. And that's what I'm gonna do today, if I can, if they even think about me. Lots of girls stare at me. I don't know what the hell. Probably because I'm a bad boy, most likely. But anyways, that's what I'm going to get into, the bad boy traits. And I said anyways again, because everything's all over the place. Randomness is a bad boy trait. Bad boys don't get emotional about everything. They don't worry about things. They don't care about like stupid shit like, oh, I didn't get paid. Like my mom didn't get paid for her nursing job taking care of her friend Susan that I talked about, that I said was my aunt in one of my videos. And they don't really get worked up about shit. Like they just lead a life of authenticity. They don't worry about illogical, impractical shit. And that's why they are good leaders. And they don't really they usually lead their own existence. Like they don't let other people tell them what to do. Comes off narcissistic, which is why they say bad boys are narcissistic, but they're not. But anyways, everything doesn't make any sense with the bad boy because they don't follow other people and they lead their own life. Basically, that's the whole gist of it. And that's what I'm going to get into for my life is, you don't have to worry about things like going wrong. Like, you can do what you want in God's world. Like people might try to tell you, oh, you can't do what you want, you're schizophrenic, you don't know what you're talking about. But that's all bullshit. They're just trying to make money. Like they don't even hear my message and then they're trying to call me schizophrenic. That's schizophrenic. But anyways, basically my message for leading a life of my own is that I want to, number one, move out because I'm old enough now. Pretty soon I'm gonna have to work full hours and get my own bank account set up, get a bodyguard and all that shit, and get a girlfriend obviously. And number two, I'm gonna have to basically lead a life of my own, as I'll clarify. And basically bad boy traits to do kind of bad things, but I can't remember what the things I'm gonna have to do. From Australia, like bad boy, and other countries like that, like they're more feminine, like I said. But they have masculine traits too, like I have a beard sometimes. You've seen some of my videos. My videos are awesome, like a GTA 6 video, talking about how we should have more crime abilities in the game. Some people will take that the wrong way, like, oh, more crime, like, oh, like, what are you gonna be doing, like, evil shit? And that's kind of the case. Like, there's nothing wrong with that in the game. But everybody tries to throw a fit. They're like, oh, you're, I don't know. Like, there's been games where you can do whatever the hell you want. But then people took it down eventually, I guess, because they're like, well, that makes people want to do that in the real world. And that's bullshit. Like, guns don't pick up themselves, and people don't get violent because guns exist. And people don't get violent because of a video game or a TV, because that would mean that we have no free will, and God doesn't believe in no free will. Basically, we all have free will, we all have the ability to choose, we all have our own spirit and soul, but we all have our own free will. We could rebel against God, or we could stick with God and do what we want to do. And we could stick close to Him with our soul. So basically, my plan, I have to think about it and then talk about it in this video. I mean, on another video episode of this. And this is just a bad boy signature part 1 video, 15 minutes long in, not 58. I was lying about that. That's another bad boy trades. They lie. You know, they're lazy and they lie and they're sexual and they got a lot of bad traits, but they're also good people and they're authentic and stuff. Alright, I'll see you.